So I'm here with Marlena. We're beauty brand owners, and we're gonna share with you the products that we cannot live without.
Best of all time.
Okay, I'm gonna let my guest go first. What is your favorite all-time foundation?
Okay, so foundation, it's hard for me to pick. You guys are gonna be surprised because you think I'm gonna say Nurse Sheer Glow, which that is my favorite, but the one I actually have today I'm wearing is the Dior Capture Total. I really like this because it's a dewy finish. It's like medium coverage, so if you're looking for something for every day, you have dry skin, like for me as I've gotten older, I need that kind of dewy effect to the skin. Like if you guys can see the glow in here, it looks like skin, it applies beautifully, it's vibrant, and I can wear it, you know, for every day, or if I want to put makeup on top, it still will have that shine that shows through the powder, so I never look cakey.
I haven't tried that. I need to try that.
It's really good. The color selection, I wish they had more colors to offer, but it's a newer foundation, so I'm hoping that they expand the range a little bit, and it is pricey, I will say that, but for me, I really like this one.
Yeah. Well, I also have a Dior foundation. I have the Dior Forever Matte Foundation.
That's a good one.
So I'm a big fan of Dior foundation, so I'm definitely going to add that to my cart. I love this one because it's got a very soft, natural matte finish. You live in Texas too.
Oh yeah.
But it's hot here, you guys.
Hot.
Like when I need to look my best all day and I'm not going to be able to touch up, I'm not going to be able to like think about my makeup, this is the one I grab because I trust that it's going to look good all day long. The coverage is really nice and it's very light. Like in texture, it's very, very light.
It's not heavy. It never looks cakey.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, and it's very poreless. It looks very airbrush, very smooth.
Yeah, I'm looking at her skin in person, you guys. I'm not trying to be a weirdo. I'm like staring at it. Like she has gorgeous skin. It looks really nice. I like it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, so concealer, I really love the Natasha Denona one. It's so good. It comes in a ton of different colors. I like it for under the eyes because I want good coverage, but I don't want something that's too thick or cakey. I cannot do cakey. Like I don't do Tarte Shape Tape. I don't do any of that. I want something lightweight and thin, but with great coverage. And this is what this one gives me.
That's a good one. I do love that one.
Yeah.
If I had it here, it's actually at home. If I had it here, that might be one that I would include too.
So good. She did a great job with that one.
The one I picked was the Bobbi Brown Skin Full Cover Concealer. And this is kind of a new formula. I think it launched 1.5 years ago or so. This is pretty full coverage. It is kind of easy to overdo this one, and it can be a little heavy if you over apply it. So you want to just be very minimal with your application. But what I love about this is it gives full coverage. It's very hydrating, but it doesn't settle in fine lines, you know, or crease. It doesn't move or migrate around the face, around the eyes. It's just really beautiful the days that you want like absolute full coverage that looks natural. Just don't apply too much.
Yeah. I've had that same experience with that one too. Like that one's the one I'll wear on every day if I don't wear foundation, but I just need to touch up, like, you know, I've got my breakout right here. I'll put a little bit on there. It works really good because it does stay put. Like it does not budge.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You have your foundation on, you have your concealer. What do you set everything with?
So I have been setting it with the One Size Beauty loose powder lately. This is such a great formula. So good. He did great. Hi, Patrick. Did a great job with this powder. It's so finely milled, and that's what I like. Like just from a product formulation standpoint, I like that it's triple milled. So it is super, super fine. So when you go to press it on, it gives you the most airbrush, flawless finish. It doesn't look cakey. It's not thick or heavy. It's not overly pigmented. Like one issue I have with a lot of powders is it's so pigmented that it's like adding another layer, but this is just enough where it gives you a teeny bit of coverage, but it's mostly just to blur out the skin.
So blurring.
And smoothing out. Like it's iconic powder. Like I'll always have this one.
It's really nice. I have had that for a while. I'm on their PR list, but I just recently used it maybe a few weeks ago, and it's been one that I've been constantly grabbing for. I feel like it gives the skin very airbrushed, almost like porcelain doll-like skin.
It does.
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's very matte, but it's not like a heavy or a dry matte. It's just really, really beautiful. Like to lock in makeup, that with the setting spray, it's like, that's not going anywhere.
It's magic. Yeah. Oh, I know. It will last for hours. Like the next day I'll be like, if I don't wash my face, I always wash my face.
You wash your face, right?
I always, that's cardinal rule, you wash your face every night. But if I didn't, I know that would still be on there.
So my powder, I'm sure you've tried this, right? This is like the viral powder. Do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah. This is the Givenchy Prisma Libra powder. This was like the viral loose powder last year. This one is Satin Blanc #2, but I actually like the 3 the best. It's my favorite. This one works well too though. So what I love about this, it's kind of similar to the One Size. It's mattifying, but very lightweight. It's a little brightening, and it's also very blurring. I love this one. This is the small size, but I have the large size, and I also have the pinky purpley one. It's really nice.
Yeah, I think I have that exact one, the smaller one too.
Yeah, I know some people are afraid of powder. They're like, oh, well, I shouldn't powder if I'm, you know, if I've got dry or mature skin. But powdering is really important to set everything in place. It's just how much powder you apply and how you apply it.
Yeah, and the texture of it, like the finely milled ones.
So silk.
it feels really silky. It never looks cakey or thick because it's just such a fine powder.
It's beautiful. Yes, I love that. That's my favorite.
Okay, so what about bronzers?
Bronzer, okay. You go first.
So I love the Makeup by Marl, the powder one. I don't like the cream one that he has, but the powder one, the soft sculpt, you guys can tell because like it is beat up. Like I'm getting a dent, it's glazing over. I use this all the time. That's what I'm wearing today, and it gives me such a bronze, like beautiful glow to the skin. So I like that, and I will show you my favorite brush in a second, but I play it with my BK101.
I love that I'm gonna interrupt you, I'm sorry. I love that you apply a powder or bronzer with this brush.
Yes.
I love that.
All the time because I have like a fuller face, so I really like to just apply it under here, and then I tilt the brush, and that's how I apply my blush too.
So
like
do you just press it or do you sweep it or?
I usually tap it.
Yeah.
So I'll just pick up some of the bronzer and even like across, that's why I like this brush with it so much. It's the perfect combination because I just stipple it because I have a little bit taller forehead. So for me to kind of trim it down a little bit and add some dimension back into my skin, I take this brush with this powder, and then that's how I frame my face and get kind of that bronzed kind of look going on here. And even just, under that, we'll hide that chin fluff. Bye, fluff. It's great for buffing under there too. So it's such a good brush, and I really do like this powder.
I think I have that. I need to, how many times have you purchased something? Like 3 times?
Yes, and you forget about it.
Forget
and then
that you had it.
I know I actually have 2 of these.
I think I have that. I need to go grab it and take it home with me.
Yes.
So I'm going to share a cream bronzer. I love the Patrick Ta bronzer in the shade She's Bronze. So this is a powder and a cream duo. I don't use the powder much. Everyone pointed out to me when I shared this that I guess the way he describes to use it is to do the powder and then the cream on top, I think is what he says. Yeah, I don't know.
Powder first and then the cream?
Yeah, or to use them together, which makes a lot of sense. I actually love the cream by itself. It's just a really nice tone that's not too warm, not too cool. It has a perfect amount of pigment that you get pigment on the skin, but it's not overly pigmented, so it's very easy to work with. It's kind of foolproof, and it's just a really nice creamy consistency, but it stays in place. It doesn't like move or migrate across the face. It's beautiful. I love it.
I love his whole entire face line that he's done. His blushes, like phenomenal job.
I didn't love the foundation. I might need to try the foundation again.
Yeah, the foundation, I actually don't think I've tried the foundation.
Yeah, he has one I think that's a cream and a powder. But people love it. People love it. So maybe it's one of those products that I need to give another chance.
I didn't like those either.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do love his blushes and the bronzer
I love the blushes.
I love the blushes.
So good.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I think I have almost every color of his blush. Like I went a little overboard on that. Which speaking of blush, I would have, because I traveled here, I'm not here, I do have the Patrick blush. I would have chosen that one, but my other favorite that I have with me is the Valentino one. Ooh. Because the format, at first, I actually bought this to rib it because I was like, this is an expensive blush. Like, you don't need to spend money on blush.
How much was that?
I think it was like maybe 50 something or I don't know, 60, I don't know. It was kind of high. It's really pretty. Packaging's gorgeous.
And it has a little brush inside?
Yes.
That's cute.
It's super cute. So I bought this with the intent of being like, you don't need to spend money on this. Joke's on me. I fell in love with the formula. It's really pretty. But I like it because it feels like it's so buttery feeling. I don't know if you like it's it's
ooh,
like
okay, yeah, that is nice.
It almost feels like a cream powder hybrid.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel powdery at all. When I go to apply it, it feels like there's a lot of binder in there. Like it's very smooth. It gives almost a creamy effect. Yeah. So I really like that formula. I don't use the brush as much, but I love the packaging. I think it's so sleek. But
it's nice it's in there. Yeah, to touch up.
Yeah,
that is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to add that to my list.
Oh, it's so good. This is the color number 2, which I don't usually wear pink blushes, but number 2 is actually really pretty.
And it looks like a pink. Like at first when you open that, I'm like, okay, that's pretty, but I want a different color. But when you put it on my skin, it actually is very forgiving. Like it's not too pink or too pigmented. It seems like it shears out nicely.
It shears out really, really nice. Yeah, because I don't usually wear pink blushes. This is the only pink blush I can actually pull off is this one because it's not overly pigmented at all. Okay, so this was hard for me. I actually almost picked up the Patrick Ta blush because it's good. This is the She's Blushing, but if I had to pick the one, and it just came down to one, I'm gonna share Jane Iredale's blush stick in the shade Balmy. This is one of my favorite brands. It's a brand that I feel like not enough people are talking about. It's such high quality, great payoff, great ingredients. This particular color I love. It's like, I'm going to put a little on right now. Yeah, I'm going to see this because I'm on it. She's been talking about this brand all day today as we've been filming, and I haven't tried. That pretty color. That's really pretty. And usually what I'll do is I'll go to my brush to the product. I never really do it this way, but I wanted to show you guys the color. Yeah. It's just this really beautiful kind of warm peachy pink. It just gives the skin a really beautiful, healthy glow. Wow. It's so nice. And it's got the perfect amount of pigment.
You know, with blushes, I don't want to sit there and have to layer and layer and layer to get color, but I also don't want it to be so full of pigment that I'm having a hard time, blending it out, or I make mistakes. This one is just really easy to work with. It's the perfect like consistency of being a cream blush. It's not too like waxy. It's not dry. It's just,
and it's layering over your powder really well. Because you set, but you put the cream on top, and for it to blend out like that's really impressive.
It does.
That looks nice. I want to try that.
Balmy. It's a must-have. Okay. So good.
So I'm going to shout out to an independent women-owned brand that I really love, and it's Teram eyeshadows, and I just put it in my, you know, like my little makeup case. May she rest in peace. But these eyeshadows are so good. They're so good. If you like sparkles, like I'm all about like, you know, as you can tell my eyes, I love like sparkles and glitters and different textures and duochromes and things like that because I'm in such a hurry nowadays. Like as a mom, I don't want to have to wear 5 different shadows. So now what my technique is I just take a dusting brush and I just dust it on, like I'll use this is actually a good example, the Nikki brush, the N13, and just pick up some of that shadow, and that's what I'm wearing. And you literally just dust it on, and that's what I have on my lid is this color right here.
I need that. I feel like it would layer over this really pretty.
It would. This is Rubidium. That's my favorite. But the textures of her formula are so just metallic. She has beautiful duochromes. They're highly pigmented, so you literally can just dust it on the lid and go, and it feels like this super complex look, but it takes like 30 seconds to do.
It's so, and it does. That's a perfect little hack, is like using a formulation like this to give that really wow impact look, but doesn't take all the time and effort.
Yeah, and some of them shift, so it looks like you're wearing multiple colors, but it's just one shadow just dusted across the lid. It's so easy.
And you order that online? Okay.
Yeah, Teram's site, TeraMoonCosmetics.com. The owner's name is Laura. She's super sweet.
Okay, we're going to list all these products with the shade names too down below for you guys. I'm going to order that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so I've got something on the other end of the spectrum. If you want something a little more kind of like your basics, your neutrals, your just kind of everyday. This is a palette from Jane Iredale. This is the Pure Pressed Eyeshadow Palette, and the shades are called Naturally Matte. I know it just looks pretty basic, pretty boring, but this is probably my most used palette, whether I'm doing a complete look with these shades or I'm using these in combination with something fun, like a duochrome color or more of a shimmer or metallic finish. The formula is so nice. Mattes can be tricky to just get right, and these are so consistent. They're not patchy. They blend out consistently, evenly, the perfect amount of pigment. Again, I like things to be pigmented, but not too pigmented.
Yes.
I want them to be easy to use. I want, if you're a really experienced makeup artist using them, or you are just starting in your makeup, I want them to be able to be products that everyone can use. And I feel like this is a great formula, and this is one of my favorites. It's the Naturally Matte.
I gotta take a picture of that one because I don't have this palette. I'm like, I'm about to purchase this one. I bet all this stuff that she's been showing her kid, I'm like, I'm gonna take a picture of that because I'm gonna order that one. That looks really pretty.
It's nice. It's nice. They're a great, great brand and very good people.
And it's nice too because it's a travel case. I feel like you could just throw that in your kit. Like that's such a good size, and the packaging looks really nice too.
Yeah, very, very, very clean, minimalistic, just high quality performing products.
Okay, so my favorite, this was so hard to choose, you all. I have so many favorite lip products that I've talked about over the years, but the one I'm wearing a lot right now is the YSL lipsticks. I know they're pricey. I know. It's a little bit of luxury in my life, but I really like the formula because right now, because as I've gotten older, my lips, I'm losing definition in my lips. So I have to have a lip liner, and then I need a lipstick that's not too matte. I don't do liquid lips much anymore, but I do something that has kind of the shine in here.
These are so nice.
And that's why I like these, because it's like the texture of a lip balm, but it's pigmented enough to give me the color of a lipstick. So it's almost like a hybrid between a lip balm, a lip gloss, and a lipstick all in one. So you just throw it in your purse and just touch it up throughout the day, and it's just easy, and it just looks very chic and elegant.
I think I have that exact same one. After this video, I'm going to go look in my makeup bag. We were having a conversation earlier about how YSL lipsticks are an experience. Oh my gosh, you know, there is a feeling that I have when I pull that out of my bag and I apply it. And it's not only like the texture of it and the way that it feels on the lips, but it's just the whole presentation.
It is. Yeah, they do such a great job with their packaging. It's very customized. It's heavy. It just feels luxurious. So when I wear this, I feel like I'm it today.
Yeah, like I enjoy putting it on.
Yes,
totally.
Yes.
Okay, so the one lip product, and I do agree, this was a hard one to pick because I have so many favorite lip products. But if I had to pick like one that I just keep talking about and I can't stop, it's the Maracuja Juicy Lip from Tarte. It's that formula that's like a hybrid of like a lip balm and a lipstick type of thing. And I just love this one. A lot of brands have this this type of product, but I love Tartes. You can't go wrong with any of the shades. This one is the shade Forget Me Not, but all of them are great. They're all pretty sheer, but you can build it up to get color, so they're not completely sheer. The way that I like to apply these actually is I just like to kind of press and blot it on the lip. The first time you get these, when it's brand new, you can swipe it, but once you've had the product for a little while and it's really warmed up, if you swipe and you put too much pressure, you're gonna end up with chunks on your lip. So don't do that. Just kind of gently press it onto the lip and you're gonna get the color deposit and the shine that you want. But they're just really nice. They feel great. They give the perfect amount of shine.
The color is really pretty on you.
Yeah, it's really
I was going to
cool.
ask you what you're wearing. I was like, I like that color. Now I need to get that one too.
You can wear them alone, you can wear them with lip liners, or you can even throw them on top of lipstick like I just did. They're really great to have. All right, well this was fun.
It was.
I have a shopping list now.
I know, I feel like I do too. I was like taking pictures of all her products. I was like, oh, I need to get that one. I haven't tried that yet. And oh, I want that color. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the Dior foundation and the Valentino blush.
Oh, so good.
And the Makeup by Mario bronzer, although I think I already own it. But
Yeah,
if I don't, it's in my cart.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I love these. I cannot stop wearing them. I feel like it gives me like nice glow to the skin too.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for being on my channel.
Yeah, this was so fun. I love your recommendations.
All right, well, we're gonna have all the products that we use listed and linked in the description box, along with the shade names. Pop all your questions that you guys have in the comments down below. Thank you for watching this video, and have a beautiful day.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
This was fun.
This was fun. Bye, guys.